Hey, this is Emily from WP Fusion. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can connect LifterLMS to all of your favorite email marketing CRM systems with WP Fusion and all of the interesting integrations that the plugin has to offer to keep students coming back to your website. LifterLMS and WP Fusion have a lot of integrations, so you can find a full list on our documentation of all the features that it currently has and features that are added as they're added in the documentation. In this video, I'm going to highlight some of the main features that I see WP Fusion and LifterLMS users working with, and a feature that I'm really excited about. So if we jump to the back end of the WordPress website and go to Courses in LifterLMS, WP Fusion adds some interesting items to the course options. So if we scroll midway down the page, we have course options, and WP Fusion is automatically going to be added on here because it knows LifterLMS is on your website. Now, the first option is to apply tags when a user is enrolled in a course. This is one that I see users use the most. So when somebody enrolls in the course, add a tag in ActiveCampaign. So this way you can stop sending marketing emails to users once they've purchased your program or enrolled in your course somehow. And likewise, when a user completes a course, you can also apply a tag to send them an upsell to the next course, to upsell them to a membership, or whatever messages you want to send a student once they've completed a course. These are really common features, and with the multitude of CRMs that WP Fusion integrates, it allows LifterLMS to integrate with all these CRMs in this way, which is really powerful. We'll talk about some other content restriction things WP Fusion can do, but let's talk about link tag with auto enrollment. This is the feature I'm really excited about, because how this works is we can have a tag in ActiveCampaign that if a user gets that tag, they will be enrolled into this course. So if I were to sell my program on Shopify, ActiveCampaign integrates with Shopify, so we'll have a tag in ActiveCampaign that says purchased the course. And then in WordPress, this feature will allow us to say when they get the course tag, enroll them into the course. I'll show you a little bit about how that works. So if I edit my contact record, I'm going to make up a tag right now. Purchased. And what's my course name? My course name is Soulmate Attraction Course. So Soulmate, find the love of your life. Let's make it a little bit shorter. Course. So purchased Soulmate course is a tag in my CRM that's applied to my user. Now, jumping back over to the website, I'm going to make sure that purchased Soulmate course. I'm probably going to need to resync my tags in the WP Fusion settings because I just created that tag right now. So I'll be right back. All right, awesome. So I just visited the settings and set up and resynced my tags. So if I reload the course, I should be able to visit the WP Fusion settings, and purchased the Soulmate course is an available tag. So I will update that. And then if I save my course, you can see no users are currently enrolled in my course. But if I jump to the user section, usually we have to wait for it to resync tags, but for the purposes of a demo, I'm going to resync the tag right now. I'll reload the page. It'll show me I have the purchased Soulmate course tag, and thus I should be enrolled in the program. So you can see the enrollment trigger is purchased the Soulmate course tag. And so this will take a minute. I just wanted to speed up the process by resyncing the tags. But that's how you can have a tag added in ActiveCampaign or whatever your CRM is and have someone enrolled in a course. This is a really interesting feature among the many in the documentation. Let's talk about another interesting feature WP Fusion has on all of your posts and pages in WordPress, but it also applies to LMSs and the lessons they have. Over on the right-hand side, we can see, I already have a tag selected, but this option for restricting something where a user must be logged in to view the lesson. This feature is really cool, and you might think, well, the LMS is restricting the lesson. Why would I want to also restrict the lesson with WP Fusion? Is that just not necessary? Kind of. It's kind of not necessary, but the cool thing about this is that there are some ways in programs like Elementor. In the block editor, WP Fusion has integrations with tools that allow you to control visibility of blocks in these page builders based on tags. So you could have a lesson in LifterLMS that has conditional items display based on what tags a user has. And so if you wanted to do a setup where you're selling lessons potentially, that's something you could say you must be logged in and you must have the self-awareness and personal growth tag. And you could use a Gravity Form, Shopify, or any e-commerce system to sell access to that tag and thus access to the lesson by requiring a tag to view the lesson. And another thing you can do is applying tags on view of a lesson or removing tags on view of a lesson. So if a student views a lesson like the self-awareness and personal growth, you can create automations in your CRM like ActiveCampaign to say, when the student views a lesson, apply a tag. And if the completed lesson tag isn't applied, because you could also have a completed lesson tag in the WP Fusion settings for a lesson, if you viewed the lesson but you didn't complete it in a certain amount of time, we're going to send you an email and say, hey, we saw you got stuck on the self-awareness lesson. Could we answer any questions for you? That's just one use case of WP Fusion. I see a lot of LMS users ask questions like, can I send emails if a student hasn't logged in for a minute? If they haven't logged in for a week, 2 weeks, I want to send them an email to notify them to get back into the website. That's something WP Fusion could easily do alongside an LMS. There are so many use cases that LifterLMS and WP Fusion have together, including a bunch of them on our documentation that I didn't have time to talk about in this video. But if there's anything that you want to see about LifterLMS and WP Fusion in the future, let us know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. If you want to see more content like this and further documentation on this tutorial, check out our website, wpfusion.com. You'll find all kinds of resources in addition to what we have on our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.